just want to ask away?
Yes.
Well, obviously, Central being your alma mater, how tough was it to say goodbye, not only to your players there, but also to that university and everybody associated with it?
It was really tough. And like I said, no matter what the opportunity is, no matter, if you see something that you think is a better opportunity, if you still have good people where you're at, which is the case there. I mean, they're great people, great community, great support. It's always going to be tough. It's just one of those situations where in this profession, you don't choose when the opportunity is going to come. You don't, and when it does, if those are goals you have, and for me, this was a situation that I was extremely excited about, when it first started looking into, and obviously it's elevated to this, which I feel very fortunate, but it's never easy, but again, I'm glad it's not easy, because if it's easy, then that means you probably didn't build something there, and you probably don't, you probably didn't have real great relations in the place you were at. And I always want to have that. I always want to be tough if I'm in a situation like that. And I haven't been in too many of those. This was just a rare situation where it happened to come up within a year of being gone.
You have a great core of guys coming back, a lot of guys that that has to excite me about next season, the amount of talent the guys you have coming back.
Yeah, it definitely excites me. I mean, I don't want to mess them up. I mean, they are great athletes. They're, like I said, not only great athletes, they're a great team. And what I mean by that is they're a great character group of guys. And I know that. And I saw that. And 06, my last year here, was a struggle, but it's not like you couldn't see what was there. It's not like you couldn't see, and I mean that from a character standpoint, because the talent's obvious. Everyone sees that, people watching, but I saw the makeup of a group of guys, and I didn't get to be a part of the off season, but I have no doubt that those games that they won last year were won between January and August. And that's the same approach I took last year. That's the same approach I've always believed in. That's the same approach we'll take this year. It doesn't matter how successful you were or whether you're successful or you're not, you're going to get better or worse each day. And we're going to take that approach again. But I know how hard those guys worked from January to August to put that. The fun part is the season, but you win or lose those games in the off season. Yes?
EWU finished their season last year in the quarterfinals. How do you plan to better that this year or next year?
Win one more game. So, I mean, that's always a challenge, yeah. Well, that would just be better. Really better, yeah, 2 more. But it's never easy. Our goal is going to be to come out and sure, we're going to have, I don't think you don't ever want to not have your eye on the prize, and the ultimate prize is to compete and win a national championship. But it still has to be a process. We have to have winter goals. We have to have spring goals. And then when we get to the beginning of the season, our goals have to be to practice well, each day during 2-a-days. I know that sounds cliche, but that's how you have to approach it. And then when you get to that first game, you have to do everything you can to win that first game, and then go from there and take each step at a time. And then if you put yourself in that position, then hopefully you have a chance to continue winning, to continue earning more games than what your regular season allows, and take to that next level. I'm very confident that these players are going to come back hungry. They're not settling. They're not going to rest. We won't let that happen. We're looking to come back and work even harder. Let's do even more, and let's try and get over another hump.
Eastern's done a great job in the past using limited resources to compete in the Big Sky, especially when dealing with schools with bigger budgets, bigger football budgets. How are you going to compete with other schools with limited resources compared to the other teams in the Big Sky?
Well, I think everything we're doing here from a resources is only going to get better. I'm not really going to, look into what our limits are as much as what we can get done. And I just believe strongly that you can outwork people. We're fortunate to be in a great state when it comes to recruiting, and that's a big area where some colleges maybe aren't as fortunate to have as many the core of high school football players in their particular state. So there are some definite things that they don't scare me as far as that, It's something where I believe that we're going to keep making strides and keep getting better and better. So I'm excited just to keep, it's going to be hard work, but I think everyone in this department is willing to work hard to keep improving upon those things. So I'm excited for it.
Well, were there assistants you have in mind, either bringing from Central or holdovers from Near Eastern from last year that you want to have on your staff?
I have definitely I have some ideas. Those are things that I still have to discuss later today and through the weekend. So I really don't have any definite answers on that, but no question there will be a mixture of coaches from the staff where I was at Central and from the staff here at Eastern.
After
Yes.
stellar performances from guys like Matt Nichols and Aaron Boyce, are you worried at all about four-year transfers?
You know, no, I'm not. I don't believe that's what they're interested in. I believe, you know, I mean, I can't speak on that from talking with them, but I'm not. I think, you know, you talk about those two individuals. I think they love being here, and I think they're excited about finishing their careers together. So, no, I'm not.
Anything else? We'll let the media do some one-on-ones, but Paul has a question back here. We'll do a couple more, and then. Okay. Oh, okay. Holding that. Anybody else have questions?
Yeah, he stole mine.
Oh.
I was going to see if we're going to keep any of this staff. Also, I
Yes.
want to see if Will's going to put his money where his mouth is. He will always say he been trying to get a game with Wazoo. I know he's going to take money from him, but this is the type of challenge. Put his money where his money is.
Go after him. Well, we're still working on that schedule right now, so we'll see what we can do.
And welcome aboard, Ben.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Beau. Once again, if the media want to do some one-on-ones, that'd be great.